don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
The flow insane, take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change. Now I'm walking Hall of Fame. And I reside in the cloud. Grand wishes with these bitches. Taking pictures with the crowd, and I'm out.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's the word, good people? Peace, blessings, glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. I hope all is well with everybody. I'm cooling. Friday is right around the corner. You know, I'm typically right here. So I put a dent in this seat. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, so on and so forth. You know, I gotta give my flowers out to the good people. Sarah, Brandon, Sydney, all y'all, much love to you wherever you are right now. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you enjoy your family and your friends and all that good stuff. I'm gonna try my best to watch my language this evening. I can't really promise it too much. I'm gonna try though. I promise. You see the title. I did a reaction to this already. Matter of fact, I've spoken about Chrisean approximately maybe 6 or 7 times in the last 2 years total, just off of her being on different streaming platforms, getting into fights, her fawning over Blueface. It's been like a combination of different things. And, you know, I'm just giving my 2 cents. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to model nothing that I say. It's just me talking. There you go. I'm just talking my stuff. But I think this is one situation that she's not getting out of. Yeah, I think she's done. I think it's over for her. and we're going to talk about it. The clip I got, it's not even the same one that I used before. It's a separate one. This one has a slight different adaptation. But let me do this. All right. She is possibly facing 20, 40, 60 years. She might be going to jail for a very long time. And all over the Blueface. All because she wanted to keep that man in her life forever. You know what? Let me do this. I'm going to bring this up here so we can get down to the get down, man. I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to let this clip play. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Yeah. I'm going to roll the tape.
More bad news for Chrisean Rock. The chances that Chrisean Rock is in a jail cell by the end of the year is very high. Chrisean Rock is absolutely cooked. So TMZ reached out to law enforcement after rumors began to circulate that Chrisean Rock was involved in the death of her ex-boyfriend, Ronnie. So the law enforcement official gave TMZ an answer. Now, that answer from my perspective is not good for Chrisean Rock, but we'll get there, okay? Let's just first address why people believe that Chrisean Rock is involved in Ronnie's murder.
In the next 4 to 6 weeks, God willing, Chrisean is going to be required to do a court-ordered paternity test. And once we get this paternity test, we shall have more. Right here, Junior right here. Weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. What you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you. Call him. Yeah.
Go. Calling the cops.
Police ass. You a police ass. You a police ass.
Yes, you heard right. We just got the update. So apparently, there have been some money on Ronnie's head since Friday. What's today? Tuesday. So since Friday, apparently somebody put some money on his head. Somebody wanted him dead. And y'all, I found out exactly how it happened. So one of the neighbors says that Ronnie was sitting in his car outside his house when all of a sudden this car pulled up behind him. A person gets out the car. He didn't realize that they had a gun or whatever. They ran up on the car real quick, y'all. They shot him 10 times. So whoever this was, they wanted this done quickly. Now, I'm not going to say it's not a coincidence that him and Chrisean did have...
The ex-boyfriend who was following her from state to state trying to get a paternity order because he was convinced that that was his son and that she was trying to pin his baby on Blueface and ice him out. Now, he was shot and killed a week before the last court date that would require Chrisean Rock to give him a DNA test, right? Now, here's the thing. Her sister did, the Jason Lee interview where the sister says, she implied that Chrisean Rock did this, right? She implied that Ronnie was shot and killed to avoid the... More bad news for Chris.
Guilty until proven innocent. Or is it innocent until proven guilty? Which one are we operating under, folks? I want to know what we're doing moving forward. What should I be following? What should I be actually believing in? Everything that I say here is my thought, view, and opinion. It does not directly tie in, nor does it have anything to do with the case or ongoing investigation involving Lil Ronnie, Chrisean, or anybody else. With that being said, which one is it? I always thought that her relationship with Blueface was going to be the end of her. Just call it intuition. Anytime you had a conversation in any circle with anybody on social media, they always said they were either going to kill each other or worse. I don't know how bad or worse you can get, but people always said they were never good for each other. He screwed her life up. They're the most toxic thing on the internet. Why do you gotta keep highlighting them? Why do you continuously put them in front of a camera? Chrisean Rock was an athlete. She didn't have none of them tattoos on her face. She had a nice athletic build. She was promised to do great things. She ends up getting involved with him. All hell breaks loose. Maybe it started before that. So we're going to talk about a few things here. First of all, if you actually end up losing your freedom over a guy who went on record and said, that is not my kid. I don't claim it. I will never claim it. You're on your own. You are sadly mistaken. She's an idiot. Chrisean Rock is an absolute idiot. And everything that I say here is going to tie back to her archetype. It doesn't have anything to do with nothing or nobody else. We're speaking about men and women like her in general. First of all, my condolences to the family. I'm going to be dipping in different pockets. I should have started off with that. That young man should not have lost his life. Period. He did not deserve that. The callousness of it. And any and everybody who was involved, they need to serve time. All of them need to be held accountable. Anybody who had anything to do with that, they need to sit behind bars for the rest of their life, as far as I'm concerned. You're weak. You're a puppet. You murdered someone over money. What was the motivation behind it? We speculate. But everybody is basically looking at this like, if this was anybody else, you might get the benefit of the doubt. But we talking about Chrisean Rock. The things that she has done literally to be next to this dude, the way he has treated her, they fight, they in and out of different relationships. Anytime you see them, it's like, it's just cringe. But for whatever reason, women like her are attracted to dudes like that. For the love of me, I don't know why. I know why, but I can't wrap my mind around you putting your body your family, your future in jeopardy to tie down with somebody who is going to be your your downfall. Everything about him was a walking red flag. You had everything going for you. You supposed to be, I don't know, a boxer. You was getting into boxing. You should have been in the Olympics or some shit like that. That's what you were supposed to be doing. How the hell you end up going from that to this? This is toxic hypertrophy. This is what happens when you mess with a dude, then you see another dude that you like more than the other dude, and then you try to like shit on the first guy because the first guy wasn't dangerous enough or he didn't offer you more than the other person did. And so you try to get out of this, move on to this. Essentially, you crapped on him. But see, karma's a bitch because from what I'm getting and what I'm looking at this, the dude, he trying to be in his kid life. If that's his, he trying to find out. I need answers. Maybe, and I could be wrong, maybe he cared more about you than every other dude you ever been with. Maybe, just maybe, that brother who's in the ground right now would have done right by you. Maybe not, because from what I understand, off of her testimony, he was in the street too. But that's just what she says. You dealing with street dudes? This is what it got you. All of this is a mess. Every little bit of this is a mess. That lifestyle that never brings anybody any joy whatsoever. So what happened between you and Ronnie for you to leave him, go over here? Was you cheating and sleeping with Blueface? And then like the window of conception between then and there made it look like, all right, there's a possibility, or you really just knew that this dude was actually the parental partner in this situation, but you didn't want that because you knew damn well that Blueface had other options and he could go and fuck around with anybody he wanted to. You wanted to lock him in. The only thing is you never had him. You never owned him. Blueface don't love not a single soul but itself. Any woman who get involved with him, you get everything that you deserve. I don't feel bad for you. But I don't feel bad for nobody who practices hypergamy in the wrong ways. When you going after somebody for quality, make sure it's the actual definitions. Make sure if you're looking for a provider, protector, and all that good stuff, make sure that by definition, they represent that properly. And it's not this toxic, negative, this pile of what the fuck that we see every single day on social media. I don't, it's frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating and sad. As a black woman, I expect better from black women. You had these conversations, you get mad at men for calling out this stuff, but you can't get mad at black men or anybody for talking about it when it's in your face. Why, as a black woman, are you dealing with street dudes? Why, as a black woman, don't you love yourself enough to go after men of righteousness? Is that too boring? You don't even realize that you've been told what to like and who to like. You don't realize that the things that your flesh is yearning for has been programmed into you. All I know is that brother wanted to know the truth. And a week before he was given the opportunity to figure it out, coincidentally, he is fatally gunned down. It's like, ain't that some shit? Is that a coincidence, folks?
How dare you?
Right before you about to get the test done? But y'all love her. Y'all love Chrisean Rock. You love Blueface. They post a stream, a reel, a short. They get on the internet. They talk their stuff. They make their videos. Y'all just love them. Love everything about their personality, the crash outs, and all that. Nobody feels secondhand embarrassment looking at them. I feel extremely embarrassed by them. They're not representation of me. That is not black excellence. This man wanted to know, is this mine or not? And you went out of your way to avoid him. You told him you was gonna call the police. That shit is backwards. How much of a demon you gotta be? As much as y'all complain and say that these dudes don't be trying to be in their kid's life, and this nigga was trying to figure out what was up, and you threaten to call the police on him, then he dies right before anything was resolved. Blueface, this nigga, he told you straight up, nah, nope, I can't help you. I can't do nothing for ya. Only my mother can love ya. I can't do nothing for ya. Fucking over your for show, but she trying to get some more to say. You end up with no. Yeah, it's all disgusting, man. And like, I get sick and tired of these posts talking about black men don't protect black women and this, that, and the third. But here we are. Here we are. Where's Blueface at? He don't want shit to do with this. Nothing. He don't want nothing to do with it. Leave him out of this shit. I want to pull something up. I want y'all to hear this. This the same dude that you crashing out over, though. Same dude you crashing out over. Hold up. This nigga never fucked with you like that. This like the toxicity in our culture, man, is absolutely mind-boggling. The things that you think is love ain't love, man. Y'all trauma bonding. Y'all done had shit happen to y'all and y'all don't know how to work through it. You've been watching too much Boys in the Hood and shit. What's the joint with DMX? Y'all been watching too much gangster movies type shit. And these videos and these, like, cause ain't no fucking way in the world y'all gonna ever convince me that a dude that's in the street that don't represent God, who is very known for being out and about with various women, has no kumph about them. Their vocabulary is limited. The way that they conduct and carry themselves socially is absolutely appalling. The way they dress, everything. None of it says black excellence, my nigga. Y'all, like, stop playing. But you keep going after this same type of dude over and over and over again. And for the love of me, you think something's going to change, and it never changes. It's always the same results. Dead, jail, pregnant, single mother, bitter, angry, pissed. Chrisean Rock chased this nigga around everywhere he went. You can't think of her without thinking of him. Look, bro. Shout out to all the black men and black women out there. Let me tell you something. You don't get enough love. You don't get enough credit. Y'all doctors, y'all lawyers, y'all done went to school, got y'all degrees, y'all great parents. Even if you didn't get your degrees, y'all speak against the hypocrisy, you speak against the racism, you charitable, you God-fearing. They call you squares because you do your 9 to 5, you repost scripture, you share the word, you try your best to be great representation for the black community, and the black community rejects you. The black community got smoke for you. I don't know why. Bang, 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 bang. It's always been like that. It's been like that since the beginning of fucking time. Oh, you go to school, you're educated, you don't wear the most expensive stuff, you don't drive the most expensive stuff. Oh, you square, you this, you that. Let me tell you something, man. Salutes to you. Salutes to you. Much respect, much love to you. You're raising a generation that's going to be able to help us versus hinder us. I don't know what happened here. I don't. Let me do this real quick. I want to touch on all this. I want to make sure I cover all this, because she's probably, if they have enough evidence to prove that she's connected to this, she done. And I don't want to hear from StreamYard University. I don't want to hear Kai Cenat or Adrian Broner or none of these niggas. I don't want to hear none of y'all trying to come up here and defend this shit. Matter of fact, if she's guilty in any way, everybody who has collabed with her, who has given her light, y'all should be the first to speak on this. You made her public. You made her trending. You wanted the people to love her. You wanted the people to admire her, to welcome her, embrace her. All right, cool. Cool. So make sure you have the same energy when the verdict is in on either side, whichever way this swings. Make sure that you are there then too. It make me angry. It make me angry. You got a gift. You're talented. You're funny. Like the people gravitate towards your personality. You can do things with your body and your hands that makes you money. And everybody is not fortunate enough to be able to do this type of shit. Everybody can't. A lot of us want to be up here in whatever capacity, whether or not you're doing music, whether or not you are playing ball. We come from different walks of life. We don't have the same advances or opportunities as you do. If we get them, you think we're not going to take, but y'all get them. You get them. You don't know what to do with it. And then it just all comes crumbling down around you. And then everybody be wondering, what happened to such and such? What happened to such and such? Well, in this case, somebody failed. Somebody failed her. Blueface is who he is. He just got out of jail not too long ago. But y'all like prisoners. The people that should be getting thousands of likes and follows and all that, y'all don't rock with them. But let it be a dude who whoop on kids and whoop on people and all that shit. Y'all cool with that. I be so angry. I didn't take this off the screen yet because this is one of those that really be irking my nerves. Because they be having it all. They have it all and they mess it up. As far as this right here, well, that's what I meant by the toxic hypergamy stuff. I admit it. I ain't been in the dating pool in a very long time, but guess what? There's a guy out here who openly admitted that he has given over 200 plus men and women HIV. There's another woman who went out here and gave over 100 people HIV. They have HIV parties. You really got the game extremely twisted. If I give a damn about trying to impress somebody, spend money on you, prove to you that I'm worthy of your love, prove to you that I can take care of you, me, and everybody else in the next generation. This ain't Star Trek, my nigga. We not about to go on a voyage to infinity and beyond on my dime. My dick ain't about to fall off fucking around with a bunch of 304s pretending to be saints and angels. Because you can't control yourself. You don't have no jurisdictions. Everything is available as far as you're concerned. You just can have whatever you want. Nah. And as long as y'all are in this mindset of the danger the dangerous type dude is something that is enticing or challenging, you're a slave. You don't know what's good for you. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm not telling you to be with Steve Urkel. I'm not telling you that you don't have a right to be attracted or have chemistry with the person that you are dealing with. What I am saying is you probably need to ensure that you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually aligned all across the board. Blueface is not a poster child for a king. You having money doesn't make you a king. You having money doesn't make you a leader. You having money, does that mean that you're respected in every culture? That doesn't mean that you're a righteous or holy man. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a faithful husband or boyfriend, or you're going to be able to raise another seed into the next generation to come. It don't mean nothing. It just mean that he's a good lay. It's no different than if I ran into Nia Long right now. I would fuck her. Like if I was 20 years younger, I would smash. I wouldn't take her serious because Nia Long was for the streets. That go for I ain't touching Sexy Red. Nah, my shit will fall off. Fucking bird. I'm not touching that. Another example. Trina, Sanaa Lathan, Adina Howard. Like, come on, man. It's like some point we gotta grow up. You know better. Thank you. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I'm doing all this. Let me bring this up here, Rick. I want to try to hit this shit. I don't know if this is exactly the one, but he was talking about this paternity test shit. Let me see.
Have you taken a DNA test?
Yeah, we took one when she was pregnant. And
while she was pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay, so before the baby was born.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back with you being the father?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when you talk to Wack, he's still a little bit unsure about this whole situation.
I mean, you know how people are with reality TV. You know, they think certain things aren't real.
Okay, so you're 100% sure that that is your son?
Until I see something that says no, I'm not going to.
Okay, so you're not asking for another DNA test or anything else? Have you taken a...
You know what's funny about that shit? This clip is older because there's another one where he's like, this ain't mine. Nah. So, my nigga, you sat up here and perjured yourself? Is that what happened? There's another clip where he's saying he ain't got nothing to do with that. Leave me out of it. That's why I hate social media, man. You can paint whatever narrative you want, and people eat that shit up. And I'm pretty sure folks wanted it to be he is so bad. But then when you really look back at everybody complaining about how the kid is all fucked up and needs special care and help because they keep saying that Chrisean is a horrible mom and she's very... It makes sense. It makes sense. He couldn't do nothing. The blood is not yours. The DNA is not yours. The bio... He told you here that this was his child. In another clip, I'm gonna try to find that shit. He says it's not. So You're trolling. You lied. You made it up. Gotcha. Now she's raising a kid who has special needs, but she can't properly take care of this kid the way she needs to because she's chasing after you. And she's chasing after you. Hold on, what is this shit right here? Hold on. What is this? Let me see something. Let me see something. Man, yo, this shit is weird, man. I hate y'all on the internet, man. I really do. What's this? What's this? What's this? Face me, yo, understand them. Yo, I don't follow them. I don't. It's not a journey that I'm really keen on at all. Cause it's nothing but drama. And I was trying to find a drink where he was like, nah, I don't know nothing about that. It was recent. I'm gonna still try to find the shit. My whole point is though, you chased after a whole dude who really ain't mess with you like that. The guy who actually wanted to be there is in the ground. You didn't want to be bothered with him. I don't know what that was about. And you tried to forget about it though. Like you really tried to forget about it and move on with your life. That part, that's the cold, callous stuff that I'm talking about. And you try to get as far away from that as possible. And it all came back to bite you in the butt. I don't know if you thought your fame or your popularity was enough to get you out of the fire. Man, you are black. This country still is being ran by a bunch of folks that want to see you in and under the jail. Did you really think that you had some type of seniority over the next person? I keep telling y'all, they look at you the same way they look at the rest of us. Why you think all of these black communities are underwater? Or they built over them? You can have everything. You can be wealthy. You can have all type of land. They still want to think you beneath them. There was no way that you was going to be able to avoid this. I know, man. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to grasp good, bad. If you deal with this, you produce good fruit. If you deal with that, you get bad fruit. But you're selfish and you're horny and you're irrational. You go after what your flesh yearns and desires for, and that's what keep getting us in trouble. You don't really be thinking with your head. Somebody is gone. Now we got to find out like what's really happening here. Your life is about to be changed forever. I don't see nobody being able to rescue you from this. And you did it to yourself. How many women these days they go after the bad boy, and the bad boy be whooping their ass. The bad boy be whooping your ass. Then you get online, then you complain and you say all men are trash. All men are this. All men are that. But while you're doing that, you're half naked in front of the camera, bent over with your cheeks clapping. I don't know what you advertising for, why you're shaming the same dudes that you say ain't this, that, and the third, when you got a million people in your DMs, but you choose the very same guy that dangled that golden nugget right in front of your face that says, I'm going to take care of you and fly you all over the world. You'll never have to worry about a damn thing, but I'm going to be out here sleeping with whoever I want. You better not say nothing to me. I'm going to be a narcissistic asshole. I'm going to be a misogynistic asshole, but you're going to love this pipe. Oh, you're going to love this dick. You're going to love this dick. Can we be real about it? Can we be really real about it? It be that sex. You pipe a chick down good enough, they are willing to tolerate just about anything. Like, come on, man. Let's not do that. We all grown here. That's why they be spinning back. That's why they always end up picking the phone up for that dude who used to steal out of their purse. You know he was trash. You know he did not do. He didn't know nothing about romance, none of that. But you know how to put your head through the headboard. You were warned. You were warned for years to leave that man alone. People were praying. People were literally praying for her. I'm pretty sure people were reaching out to her too. There's no excuse. I guarantee everybody and their mama was going out of their way. When y'all like people, when you actually like people, you do everything in your power for them, even though you know they wrong. They be really disrespectful and everything. Y'all be trying to find any way to be sympathetic for them. And y'all did that with her. I want to see what y'all do once all the smoke settles. I'm more concerned about what's going to happen with Nolan Wills. But for the sake of this, you did this to yourself. You absolutely put yourself in this position. I'm not speaking on the dead. I wish that brother was still here. I wish that brother chose a different lifestyle. I wish that brother never laid down with her. Chrisean Rock is not a wife. She might have had potential to be one day if she would have stayed away from what she was around. I think that's done. That's a wrap. Ain't no coming back from that. How do you come back from murder or being involved possibly in one or knowing something about it? Then to try to pass it off on somebody else just to keep them around. When it's not like the nigga was Tom Brady or something. We're not talking about no rocket scientist, billionaire. You ain't got what Janet Jackson got. Janet Jackson straight. Straight. Eve married a white dude. Janet Jackson married a white dude. They good. Probably drinking from the toilet and all that. You know how freaky it is. You ain't get that. You settle for the bottom of the barrel. I don't give a damn how much money you got. You settle for the bottom of the barrel. What good is being a millionaire and being an influencer if what your influence does is make people more violent, more angry, more secluded, puts people on edge, makes people smoke, drink, or causes them to go in the complete opposite direction of holiness? What's the point of having all that money or having all that notoriety? You might as well consider yourself a false prophet. We need to have some type of discord about what a good guy is and what a good woman is. I don't think people really know. I mean, I get it. I don't see it visibly, but I know it exists somewhere. I just don't think it's as available as it once was. You look dumb as hell. I'm not gonna hold you, man. You look dumb as hell. Every time I seen you arguing and fighting with this dude, even the fact that you got all them damn tattoos. Why'd you fuck your face up like that? Honest question. I can't do it. I've been in love. I've made connections with folks that made me an absolute idiot. Embarrassed myself and everything. I will never go down that road again. I've done things for people that didn't deserve it. I've also done things to people that didn't deserve it. It's not a good feeling. Playing around with people's livelihoods is not cute. And yeah, I probably cracked a couple jokes here and there throughout this. Nothing is funny about playing with another person's life. Every time we get involved in a friendship, anytime we try to get connected to another human being intimately in any type of capacity, and you are, as an adult, irresponsible in how you maneuver with these people, and you don't take in consideration that it's not just your life that's involved in this, you definitely better be prepared for some stuff to come with that. And this is no different than the thousands and thousands of cases that we have seen over the years where the wrong man and the wrong woman get with each other. Call it impulse. Call it the law of nature. I don't give a damn what you say. When you're not equally yoked, when you are pursuing folks based off of clout, money, height, width, girth, complexion, popularity, you get what you ask for. It's no different than if I was, how can I say this? Me with $1 million at the age of 25 years old, you wouldn't like me, but you would still be there because the money is there. As long as I can make sure that you can buy your wigs and all that shit, you'll be there. But I'm gonna tell you right now, me at 25 with $1 million plus, I'm sleeping with multiple chicks. I don't know what you talking about. I don't care about the media. I don't care about your opinions. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm wealthy. I earned this, and I can sleep with whoever I want. Cause I know y'all thirsty. Cause you don't have no self-respect. Cause you don't really love yourself. Oh, I'm definitely playing. I'm everywhere. Me now, I don't want nothing to do with none of y'all. I'll never answer a DM. You'll never hear from me. The only time you're going to hear from me is when I'm working. That's where it is right now. I understand why the dating pool look the way it do. I understand why the men feel the way they feel. I understand why the women are moving the way they are. I sat here and watched the time lapse just like everybody else. The only difference is some people caught up and some people haven't. Chrisean, you one day, by the grace and the mercy of the Most High, you're going to see life the way it needs to be. And you surrounded yourself with too many demons. Way too many. And we've all been there. Probably in that current situation as we speak. You had opportunities. This timeline right now didn't have to exist. This conversation didn't have to exist. All you had to do was listen to the counsel of your family and friends. Stay away from social media. Stay away from the street life and that propaganda that comes with it that suggests that this is the way to go. You could have had an entirely different alternate universe. But just like me and the next person, we chose option B. This is what came with option B. Put it in perspective, people. Your timeline now could have been completely different than the one had you walked through the other door. If she would have walked through the other door, we wouldn't be here talking about no murder case and paternity and this, that, and the third. I still find it comical that you even thought that this man was a viable candidate for procreation. What? Would you buy a car that was prone to breaking down? Would you buy a car that had over 100,000 miles on it? Would you get into a relationship with somebody who just got out of one 2 weeks ago? Would you deal with somebody who's on drugs? Yeah, I don't know which slide you fit this one in. I'm gonna wipe my hands with it. Look, I'm not the judge, the prosecutor. I'm not here saying that she's guilty or none of that. I'm saying you shouldn't have even been in this situation at all. A lot of women be missing out on great husbands, on great partners in general, because y'all end up in option B because you think option B is better than option A. Until you hit that age, you realize I don't think she's an underdog. Bro. She's not an underdog, not to me. She had everything going for her, the potential to reach certain heights. She's supposed to be on like she's supposed to be surpassing Angel Reese levels of popularity. People love Angel Reese. I don't think she's the greatest basketball player, but people love Angel Reese. She's supposed to be there or above her. All because you chose the wrong partner. All because you chose the wrong circle of friends. Just that's all it takes. I'm terrified of having anybody around me. I am terrified of having anybody in my circle. It's going to take special people to be around because I don't trust nobody. Y'all, whatever happened in this case, and like I'm gonna wrap it up. Whatever happened and transpired between her, Ronnie, Blue, and the culprits involved with this man's demise and his fall, that's real. That's some real heartless stuff. That's real cold. And I can almost hear it in my head. It's like, we gotta hurry up. We gotta hurry up. I'm gonna make a call. Look, I got caught on such and such. I'll pay you such and such to do such and such. Make sure it's clean. Make sure nobody can identify you. Make all you know how that go. Because it's like it's real suspect that happened just 10 days before. And then y'all get on what's this? TikTok and Kick, y'all on all these different apps, having these shows, living y'all life. That should be crazy to me, man. Y'all literally be moving on with y'all life, knowing damn what y'all be doing to people. Allegedly, of course. I don't have no proof that you was involved in it, but if you had something to do, I don't feel bad for you. Nobody should. Blueface, brother, you got a harsh reality coming to you too, sir, because the way you treat women, the way you treat yourself, the example that you put out there, the messages that you put out there is absolutely horrid. You should have been a little more responsible because you knew damn well you was going to fuck that girl life up, bro. More than what it already was. Because she was probably already on the edge. You came in and finished the job. It's like the devil knew exactly who to use to finish her off. That's what the enemy do. The enemy uses people to get to you based off of your desire. So if you are a lustful person, it'll send somebody. They'll look like they angels and all that. The whole time they got that familiar spirit, and they're there for one thing, and that's to get you out your square. That cost you your job, your career, your friends, your family, your health, all that. It could be a bag of potato chips. It could be a TV. It could be your phone. The enemy will use whatever it can use to get you distracted and get you off your path. If y'all really look at it, she was supposed to be something great. And what destroyed her? A man. A man. Kings, men who are holy, men who have pride, dignity, self-respect, that carry themselves a certain way, they protect. They protect. They do not destroy. They do not tear down. And that's a number of different things. Protectors, they're not going to always be liked, because to protect somebody, you have to do things that are uncomfortable sometimes. Sometimes I might have to tell your ass not to go outside dressed like this. As a protector, sometimes I might have to tell you, nah, we can't listen to this. This can't be played in my house. None of this music in my house. It's secular. It's demonic. We don't need it in here. It's going to mess up our frequency. It's going to cause us to fight and argue and question fidelity. No, we can't. Sometimes a protector has to make certain decisions that are based off of logic and not impulse. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to have that conversation. That type of person gets dogged out and carried and called all types of names. Blueface was not a protector. Blueface had an assignment. Every single person who did not hold her accountable had an assignment. They were all a part of a plan. And that plan was to get her off of her square, cause her to crash out, and invite more of the enemy into her so that they could finish architecting her destruction. That's all it was. It's no different than somebody building a house. You're just as guilty, brother. You ain't no better. And that goes for the people online who was egging her on, and everybody who was trying to make excuses for why she's throwing bottles and throwing fits and attacking people, and why she's not getting help when you know she's supposed to be getting therapy and all type of shit. She should have been canceled. People like her and him should have been canceled. They should have never been able to rotate online as much as they did, but you allowed it, and now they are where they are. Inflated egos. I'm untouchable. I can say and do whatever I want. I'm up there with the white people. I can pretty much buy my way out of whatever I want. I can be toxic. I can be drunk. I can be loose. I can be arrogant. I can be cocky. I can do cool. Now look at you. And the whole time, y'all on kick, collabing with Adrian Broner, collabing with Dean the Great. You're doing all of these different things on streams with all of these folks, shaking hands with Clarissa Shields. You was just with her. Y'all getting spaces, and it go back to what you said earlier, bro. Y'all get opportunities that so many people don't, and then you just drop the ball. I thank you, Jesus. I thank you. I thank you that every single woman that's ever come into my life did not appreciate me, did not love me the way that I needed it. I thank you that they all walked away. I thank you I thank you that they didn't give a damn. I thank you they didn't put respect on my name. I thank you that they rebuked me and rejected me, and they didn't think that I was dangerous enough and I wasn't an asshole and I didn't this and that. Thank you. I'm glad. Get the hell away from me. I don't need none of y'all motherfuckers around me.
Yeah, with the harmonies? Sure. Hell no.
Bye. Y'all users, you don't know what you want. You're temporary, you're fickle. You'll stay one day and then be ready to go the next. Y'all niggas be sleeping with family members and all type of shit. Y'all nasty, y'all rude, you're cocky, you think your shit don't stink. You got horrible choice in men. You don't know how to have conversations. You run away from everything that is complex. You can't tell the difference between someone who is walking in divine order and someone who is walking in darkness. Your discernment is crap. You have the discernment of a peanut shoe. Some of you, not all of you, but a majority of you. And I say it all with love. You destroyed yourself. You allowed the enemy to destroy you. You allowed the enemy to use you to possibly unalive this man, possibly take that man from a kid that he never got to see, also that you could what? Hold on to that right there? Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Congratulations. Anytime I look at these people on social media, man, and they be making all these moves and they got the cameraman following them around, and y'all be like, oh my God, it's Kevin Hart, it's Chris Brown, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I'll be laughing. I think y'all are hilarious. These niggas are cheaters. They got gonorrhea. They get pegged. They cucks. They eat children and all type of shit. And these be y'all favorite people. And they the whole time, like a lot of them people are monsters. Real life monsters. Y'all got y'all priorities all messed up. My thoughts and prayers go out to that family, man. For real. We as a community got to do better. The culture has to do better. We got to stop putting more respect on the black men and women in our community who is actually doing something positive. Start showing them more love, man. Stop highlighting all this toxic and dark shit. I'm tired of that dark shit. Every black man and black woman ain't ghetto. Every black man and black woman is not out here just randomly just getting trains ran on them and doing all this weird, freaky stuff. We're not all out here selling drugs and shit like that. We're not all out here glorifying it. Try highlighting that. Let's see more happiness. Let's see more of the leaders, because they exist. If you go down, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. And I'm wondering how this verdict is going to go. If she is found guilty of having any type of ties with this, is she going to get some real time, or is she going to get a slap on the wrist? What's going to happen with the kid? it's very, very imperative that everybody that come into our life, if they're meant to be there, make sure your discernment is on point. Make sure that they know God. Make sure that you have a relationship. Make sure that they're not seasonal people. We don't have time for seasonal people. Life is short. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of over this wasting my time with people who don't want to be here. The enemy roars like a lion, looking for someone to devour all day, all night. All he is doing is looking for one of us to destroy. And it looked like he may have gotten one. I hate that for her. I do. I hate that people like Blueface can have the platforms that they have and be so free to move around as if like they gods or something. If I'm gonna put money in your pocket, it's because you're doing something positive for the rest of us. Period. I'm not supporting nothing else that is demonic. I'm not supporting nothing else that promotes sexuality. Like everything has to be overly sexual or overly violent. Nah, come on, man. We too smart for that. Something got to change, like real talk and quick. The Chad and Tyrone conversations, that stuff got to start switching up. Your personality, your identity should not be tied to a guy or a woman. Know yourself before you get involved with anybody. Know yourself before you bring anybody into your business or into your personal space. Know yourself before you start having sex with a person, exchanging spiritual soul ties. Stop. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stop. Just, yo, did you not hear what I just said? A guy just gave over 200 people, men and women. The niggas sleeping with men and women. Over 200 people HIV. That's, you think it's a joke? You think you can just keep on going out here having fun with people just because you know they ain't someone that you should be taking serious, but you know that they're a good time, so it's not gonna hurt. It will. It could be the very last time you have fun again. This nigga said, man, someone gave it to me, so shit, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. Hey, fuck it, why not? And he said nobody. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I still got the drink. If I do, hold up. Is it still here? I want to know. Let me see if I still got that drink. I probably don't. Oh, it's here. It is right here. I want y'all to listen to this shit. I want y'all to listen to this. Just in case you got a side dude or a side chick. Just in case you think you untouchable and you wear condoms and you, all right, cool. I want you to take a close look at this. And then I'm going to close out. I done said everything I needed to say about her.
So I know y'all haven't heard the story about Mr. Benjamin Williams infecting over 200 people with HIV, but I'm here to let you hear it.
I gave about maybe over 200 people HIV. It don't matter because I gave it out to everybody. And let me tell you how easy it is.
But that's not nothing. Listen to why he say it's easy to do.
Because all you got to tell us a dumbass nigga and a stupid bitch is just, oh, yeah, I ain't got nothing. Now, I don't like condoms, but I don't got none, or I'll pull out. I think I got way more men than I did women, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't believe in taking medicine because it is what it is. Somebody gave it to me, so I'm just going to get this shit out to everybody. And so many people are fucking dumb. They be like, oh, you know, you don't look sick. I mean, sometimes I say I want to tell them, sometimes I don't even bring it up because the conversation never come up. So, line aside, like, nobody give a fuck. People, they see you, you get on the apps, and all you want to be like, I want to fuck. They fuck. And half the time, I remember, I think one person told me, like, do you take your medicine? Yeah, I take medicine. The fuck? And niggas still gonna do it. And bitches too, because bitches just as dumb as niggas. Because what y'all gonna do? It's already happened.
These streets don't love nobody. You gotta protect yourself. I get up here all the time. I tell y'all about what's going on with that HIV shit. And if you listen, I applaud you. And it's amazing for you to listen. You know what I'm saying? You will want to be protected because let's be honest, I'm not trying to be funny, but who really want to be walking around with that? Especially when there's people out there like Mr. Man right here for me. I mean, it took a lot for him to get up here and say that. So I applaud him for even saying that and to show his face and say it at the same time. You understand? But the HIV epidemic is ridiculous. And this is why it's ridiculous. It's not going to stop. Y'all ain't going to go to the store buy no rubbers. It's going to be the same way. Protect yourself. Go get tested. What's wrong with you? Y'all walk around here with nasty coochies and ping-pings. Like, for what?
If you felt like that was fucked up, that was, oh my God, then you should realize just how easy it is for you to get it. Because all of us has never always been that careful. I've had HIV since June 7, 2023. And
do with that information what you will. And you ain't gotta believe it. And you can think it's a game. You can think it's AI. I don't give a damn. I know one thing. I ain't worried about it because I ain't out here sleeping with anybody and everybody. If God don't put them directly in my lap, I'm good. He just told you somebody gave it to him. He don't care who get it. And whoever he gave it to, guess what? They got girlfriends and boyfriends. They got husbands and wives and all that. That's 200 plus people. You think they ain't gave it to somebody and somebody gave it to somebody? What? So yeah, go ahead. Keep on chasing after blue face. And I'm speaking metaphorically. Keep on chasing after blue face. See how far that gets you. Thoughts and prayers again to the family. I hope justice is served in this case. If she's innocent, I hope she learns from this. I hope she's not going to do it. But if she's found clear and innocent, get the hell away from Blueface. She's not going to do it. But I would highly advise you do it. If she's guilty, then you ain't got no other choice but to get away from him. And on top of that, he gonna be with the next one anyway. He's smash. Matter of fact, I'm not mistaken. He's smashing 2 18-year-olds right now anyway. So you see, like y'all don't see how nasty this shit really is. Like y'all be having side dudes and side chicks, and you be having main. That's a whole nother conversation. Look, man. Blessings and shout outs to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this evening, man. I got a show tomorrow. 8 o'clock, not 9 this time. I done been in the laboratory long enough today. I'm gonna chill. Terminator's on, so I'm gonna go back to that. But y'all be easy. Do me a solid before you go, if you don't mind.
What's the goddamn button?
Peace.
The flow insane. Take my spot, so the range. Shoot my shot with perfect aim. 3rd degree, that perfect flame. Ain't no sleep, that's the game. Oh, so southern, that's the slang. When they see me, that's the main. Chasing checks and fly like planes. Big old stick, I bought a cane. Flick my wrist and bought the ring. I'm so boss, we're not the same. Paid the cost and kept the change.